he seems to be in good spirits. He seems to be happy. He says that he is going to be back, which is probably the most, the most important nugget of it all there. He seems to be grounded. Who knows? It's a 30-second video. I saw some people breaking down, whether or not this means it's this kind of injury, that kind of injury, including our pal Dr. Suterer, who said this on Twitter when he saw the video. Lack of brace, assuming he didn't just take it off for the video, means no high-grade collateral ligament injury, MCL/LCL, means nothing about ACL and meniscus. Range of motion being at least 90 degrees of flexion and looking relatively comfortable is good. How he took all that away from that video, I have no idea, but that's because he's probably way smarter than you and I. As I said on Monday, I really do believe he's going to fight again, and I believe the mindset around the team right now is, all right, we talked about obstacles, we talked about overcoming obstacles, this is another one, and we're going to try to overcome it. And so I don't think, look, you never know what can happen, but I don't think in his mind that was his last fight. I don't think he wants it to be his last fight. And I think, he's going to have probably surgery and then recovery and then come back and give it a go. The question, whenever, and we don't have to deliberate this for the next freaking 365 days, but who would they book him against? You see people saying Chandler. If I had a vote, it would be Chandler.
And then obviously there's been a lot of talk about Strickland and Chimaev at the top of the weight class potentially rematching. What's your opinion on that potentially?
I mean, there's only one opinion that there should be. Between the two of them, they have an amazing 0 title defenses. So how do you warrant a rematch? In that case, I have 2, so give me a rematch then. I have 2 wins over the current champion. And, it makes 0 sense.
And then do you believe that a victory over Kamaru Usman is enough to give you that title shot that you want?
I expected to win. It would be sweeter if I won the fight and I would become the UFC strawweight champion once again. But sometimes you have to lose to win much more, and I feel it had to be this way. It didn't hurt me. From time perspective, I'm gonna say it didn't hurt me because either one would win and would be fine. She won that night, and I had my time. We would love this to last forever. It's impossible. I had a successful and pretty dominant career in my life. I'm proud of, and just happy to be here. Still around the UFC, fighters, people, fans. It's great.
And it's International Fight Week, and Conor McGregor's back, which obviously
I'm
amps
happy,
things up.
and I think people do not realize how big it is for the industry. He has done so much for the sport. I have no predictions, of course. We don't know how he's going to shows up, but it's good to have Conor back. Conor, it's good to have you back. Yeah,
I'm the guest this week. I mean, I'm the one performing, so why not?
Cool. After this fight, you got to pick one person who could be next. Prates, Machado Gary, or Islam?
After this fight, who's next for me?
Yeah, pick one. That was what the fan question was.
Sean Strickland. I mean, that makes sense. That's pretty easy. It's either Sean Strickland or Islam, if Islam is still the champion, which I assume he will be.
Do you think a double champ for you would make you a top 5 fighter all time?
So in 3 years, he put on 8 pounds. Now, Robert Whittaker moved up 20 pounds, but took no time off. Said, book me. But next time you do it at 205. So we can't really have it both ways. I mean, he can go out there and he can make it muscle. But, and there is a but that's very hard to do at any time. It's much harder to do when you're older. And by older, I just mean not 18 to 23. So I mean, we can't have it both ways. Do we want the Reaper to sit out? No, he's a player. By the way, let's speak about that. The hardest guy to face is the guy of your equal from one weight class below. So if you're the number 3 guy at 205, the hardest guy you could face is the number 3 guy at 185. If you're the champion at 205, the hardest guy to face would be the champion from 185. And Daniel showed us that when he moved up, or John showed us that when he moved up, or Cejudo showed us that when he moved up, or Amanda Nunes showed us that when she moved up. I mean, it's always the case. George St. Pierre showed us that when he moved up. Like, so I like that Whittaker got right in there.
I've never wore AirPods in my life.
Okay. Can't get in there.
No, they just pop right out.
Yeah, I understand. They're kind of like a pimple in there. How's life as champion of the world, brother?
Life has been good. I was home for 3 weeks, and yeah, this is one of my... Last week I was in Vegas for the whole week. That was awesome. Getting called champ all week. Watching the fights. And
golfing.
Then, golfing a lot. I'm out here for the ESPYs. Hopefully I'll win that Fighter of the Year tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll find out soon.
What came out was that Max wants to fight the Hurt guy, and that Max just found an easy opponent where he doesn't have to break a sweat. And that's the one that he wants again. That's what came out.
Observe the young martial artist. Though no threat has presented itself, he continues practicing, just in case an imaginary opponent appears near the sushi bar. A wise precaution. His hands have already been registered with the International Registry of Lethal Hands. Have yours?
There is a high after a fight. There is also post-fight depression. Just when you have all this attention, you have all these light, and attention's a drug. When you get all this attention, then win or lose, it's gone. The length that your peers, the length of time that your peers will go through with the build-up to the fight, the are you ready, how you feeling, how's preparation, how's your weight, can last several weeks. The pat on the back, the victory lap, for sure is gone by Monday. So you go through this post-fight depression, but I'm trying to share the other side, which is the high. Max was high. The highest of highs is what Max was going through. His beautiful family.